Hi, Media Misfits, right? Post of What If?
What if, yeah.
What if? This is the immediate post in the theater.
Because of this.
Here credits. This is because I'm weird and decided this would be a fun thing to do. Right after. Evan seems pretty mad about it. Evan, are you mad about this?
Not really, though. I wish
Because it's a great idea.
I just wish we saw more of Daniel Radcliffe.
We saw like zero Daniel Radcliffe.
We got 6 sentences worth of Daniel Radcliffe.
We did. He was like, "Oh, this was amazing. I love shooting all of it," and I banged my co-star.
And then
he like totally.
And then he just ran off and went to the ArcLight Theater.
Yeah, he just ran to the ArcLight. We're really hoping he comes back at the end of the credits and is like, "Where'd everyone go?" Just like, "Oh, it's just these two dudes. That's cool."
That's great.
It'd be pretty great. So this movie's about horrible people doing horrible things.
No.
Evan's character is Daniel Radcliffe, and I'm his friend Alan.
So therefore, I'm hot. I'm like immediately attractive.
Oh, but I get the girl I want to be in for 4 days.
I get to go through a long saga of mending my broken heart and being the one.
I get a really half-assed arc.
A little bit.
No, it's so half-assed.
Is this sort of like every time you popped in, it just kind of happens?
I get to be comic relief and horrible character arc. That's my goal here, and I get to bang this really hot blonde girl. A couple times.
Sure.
Ooh, blue. PG-13.
They have one F word.
Yeah, we got one. Whistling.
Are you still here?
We are.
You're our kind of people.
Yes, we are.
Oh, I am.
You should join AMC stuff.
I already have.
He has.
Now go home already.
It's his fault.
Yeah, I'm kind of a weirdo. I just say hi to people. Media Misfits stuff. Oh, I think Evan's gonna turn it off.
We're gonna continue this in the car.
Okay.
Okay, Nick has his hat back on, and we're all back. Anyway, what if? Did you like it?
Meh. M-E-H.
I liked it a lot. Like, we take romantic comedies sort of for granted nowadays. A lot of days, and like,
I super don't.
If you've seen the trailer,
I liked them.
If you've seen the trailer, there's a lot of the comments are, "Gee, I wonder how this is gonna end up."
I was really hoping things were gonna end badly.
And some comments were like, "Oh no, this movie's gonna do some this movie does some different things with the romantic comedy. Like these two aren't gonna get together or something."
That's what I was really hoping. I was like, "Oh, maybe they'll just stay friends."
And this movie,
friends would be nice.
This movie is generally grounded in a way that's at least believable, outside maybe their jobs. It's like she's an animator she's an animator and Daniel Radcliffe.
Why does she have to go to Taiwan to animate?
Because she's like a project lead. It's like outsourcing basically.
Why is there an animation firm that isn't already in Taiwan?
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought most animation places, not Taiwan, were in Korea.
No, they're in India.
No, like Rough Draft is in Korea.
Mm-hmm. That's a big tangent.
Yeah. Big tangent.
But like romantic comedy again, like this movie, like the biggest problem you can probably say about is that it has basically no ambition outside of just trying to tell a nice love story.
Yeah.
This movie doesn't really do anything new with the formula.
They're also dicks.
What?
They're real dickish. She's a dick.
Really?
Dude, come on. She's a dick.
Like in what way?
She just gives up on that Ben dude. It's like, yeah, I love you too, Ben. Oh, Ben, you're the greatest.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna talk dirty to you while you're in a meeting, and you'll put up with it. And now I'm gonna leave you for no reason.
To be fair, it's a guy thing. I think it's one of those guy things that you sort of welcome. Even like...
Well, duh, but still.
You could have picked better timing.
She's a bitch about it.
Yeah.
I love how he does like the double conversation kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is an interesting proposition. I will think about it and get back to you.
But
she's like such a dick. She just like leaves him. She's like, "Oh, we can do the long distance thing. Oh, you can go.
They tried that for
Taiwan. You can go to Taiwan. Come back." That was a year span. There was no way that was a year span.
Well, at least the 6 months. Or like,
was it a 6? I don't think we've used.
It was supposed to be a 6 months, but then like there was, like they were talking about extending because her boyfriend, Zoe Kazdan's boyfriend, Rafe Spall, for some reason, to make him special, he's a UN inspector.
No. copyright.
He's an inspector. He's an inspection lawyer on international copyright law. They repeat that like 4 times in the movie.
Yeah, it's a real big thing.
Yeah, and he goes off.
He tries to be threatening and then just gets shit in his eye and cries like a little bitch.
I think that was his way of like making. That was a way of just for like the director and the writer to basically like make him seem sympathetic, so he's not completely a dick character. Even though we sort of have to shoehorn him in a way so that way we don't hate Wallace for trying to essentially break up this relationship.
I know, but then they kind of underdog him later.
Yeah.
And make you like him later.
Because he's not doing anything wrong, per se.
Yeah, he's not doing anything wrong. They make you start to like him more.
Yeah, he's just like the only
And then he's just gone and punches Wallace in the face like a badass.
Yeah. Guys, go. You need
that
to make
whole conversation he had with Chantry, that whole thing was done in 2 seconds when he punched him in the face. It was like, yeah, that's the exact same conversation they have later.
Yeah.
It's like the exact fucking conversation.
Yeah.
And he blows a lot of money on plane fare for nothing and lives in someone's attic.
His sister's attic.
And yet, but he has plane money. He has like go back and forth whim plane money.
Yeah, just like last minute.
Like straight booking is horribly expensive.
No, the best part
if
is
you're
like,
booking a plane to go right now, come on.
No, the best part is like immediately after he gets punched, it's like voicemail. Oh, can you meet me for lunch in like 6 hours? And like,
I'm not gonna call you, and I'm gonna tell you I was in Dublin anyways. But I'm gonna try to make it for some reason.
I love he just made it. And like, what? At best, like 5-10 minutes late.
I know, right?
Because okay, immediately gets punched.
And he's traveling a shit far.
No, he has a voicemail. Hey, I'm just coming back from Dublin. Can you meet me at the diner at like noon for lunch? It's like, oh shit! Run. Edit, cut, edit. He's back in the airport.
So feasible.
He's back in Toronto already. Tries to get a cab. Oh shit! I have 5 minutes. I'll just run from the airport to wherever Toronto's.
And that's like a 10-hour flight, at least.
Yeah. Well, Toronto to Dublin.
Well, Toronto. Well, like.
Well, no, because like in the map, it's like it's a big sort of downward curve.
Jesus.
Oh, I don't. Whatever.
It's not acceptable. Whatever way it is, it's not feasible. You could be like, hey, can we meet for dinner tomorrow? And not have the rush. Be like, I got back. I'm gonna unwind for a day. I need.
Oh, how'd you get? Why you have a black eye? Ninja attacks, whatever.
I don't know. Bunch of Asian men in a bathhouse.
I like this movie. It's because they do it like.
I just like pissing on movies.
This is from the director of Goon, not Go On the show, but Goon with the hockey movie. It's a joke that when Go On was on air, it was a common joke on Twitter that we confused Goon with Go On, just to fill you in on that.
Oh, okay, that was a good one. Good job.
Just to clarify that, but then like
I'm gonna keep looking fancy.
But Go On. Well, Goon was a generally well-liked movie because the director, like, he made a movie where it's very likable and it has characters that are likable, and he's done that with this movie.
This movie just kind of made me horny. It's like, it's not even a thing it should do. I feel bad that it does, and I shouldn't really say it on this, but I mean, it just kind of does.
Do you have a straw?
It was in my ear. I don't know where it is now.
And never mind, I'll go on like Pibless.
You will. Oh my god, that was the greatest joke ever.
Shut up.
You guys want Pib? Yeah. Is it extra?
Okay. To the point of this review.
Yes, it is extra, Nick.
It is quite extra.
Oh my god, that was like my happiest moment. Oh.
Expensive.
We go over and we order an extra large thing, and we're like, okay, what do we want? And so Evan says Pib, and the guy goes,
it's like, do you want Pib? Because like,
yeah, he's like,
I just realized today, Pib and Dr. Pepper are more or less the same thing.
No, come on, it's always been, yeah. So we confer a little bit. He's like, you want Pib? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So the guy goes to get it, and I'm like, wait, is it extra? The guy turns around. He's like, yeah, it's extra.
And then I
start laughing. Evan starts laughing with me out of social laughter. And then later on, when I do the kind of the same joke,
after we get back from the movie to get the refill,
like 3 hours to get the refill, he's like, oh, I get it now.
Because the actual guy getting the refill didn't get it. It's like, Pib, what do you mean extra?
At least the first guy was like, oh, he means, is it Pibb Extra? Even though Mr. Pibb Normal is not a thing anymore. It hasn't been a thing since like the 80s. That made me so unbelievably happy when that guy just bought right in and was like, yeah, it's totally extra. We're good. This guy can be happy with his service because this is Pibb Extra. You didn't get it. We're sorry for this review. It's not the greatest.
It's tangents. It's fun. If it entertains you, then it's at least it's doing something.
So we go in there and we're finding our seat, and some guy's just randomly sitting in our seat. He's like, "Oh, it's free seating." We're like, "Nope, it's reserved seating. Please leave."
That's the LA. That's the LA for you.
We're giving this girl next to him the business.
And then wait, she has nothing to do with this.
And we're like, "Wait."
I assumed they were together too.
I thought they were connected.
Yeah.
But I was like, "Oh wait." And then I go back, because like, we go and we talk to the manager, we're like, we think people are in our seats and they have the right ticket. So she goes down and we're like, oh shit,
and we come back.
We're fucked and we want this spot. I'm like, hang on, I'm gonna go back, because she was in I-7 and we're I-8, and just the dude was in I-8 and I didn't see his ticket. So I was like, do you have the ticket for I-7? And she's like, yeah, I have the ticket for I-7. Do you have the ticket for I-8? No, he's just sitting anywhere like an asshole and wants us to change our reserve like a dick. So we moved finally. So
to be fair, he eventually sat down in front to see... But to be fair, like eventually he was able to sit down right in the front just to be face to face with Daniel Radcliffe.
Face to crotch with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it was. But, so the girl next to us, we kind of give him the business. And so we're passing around stuff, and I say 5x5 to Evan. He's like, is everything around? I'm like, it's 5x5, Evan, it's 5x5.
Because you won't charge your phone.
Because I wouldn't charge my phone. And he's like, come on, just do it. I'm like, I'm 5x5, Evan, it's fine. And the girl next to us is all,
up top.
Faith? I'm like, yes, Buffy. She's all, yep. High five. And this asshole won't get past season 2.
It's hard. It's emotional.
Dude, it doesn't get emotional until Buffy's mom dies. Spoiler.
But
like 20-year-old spoiler.
Yeah.
15.
I like how the lady next to Nick, she's like, what's everyone waiting for?
Why is everyone all excited and having out their phones?
Like, Daniel Radcliffe's here. She's like, no way. Okay.
We can edit that, sure, why not?
and then like, did she react? Did she tell you what happened? Did she react to you after like Daniel Radcliffe came in?
She tried to grab my crotch and tried to give me a hand job. It was a little disconcerting. I was like, girl, I'm not in the mood for your sexual advances. Okay. I don't see you that way, Chantry. Well, I was making a lot of pedo jokes to him. It's pretty worrying.
Anyway, just to keep this short,
on track and stuff.
I think like this movie just goes on. This works is because the cast is great. The cast has great chemistry together.
They have chemistry, yeah. That blonde girl's really hot.
Yeah.
4 days. The in joke you guys won't even get.
It's like,
come on, Evan.
It's all their fault. Just to keep this review short, it's sweet. It's sweet. The cast is great. It does have some nice objects.
They could have cast someone else better as Willard
Wallace.
They could have found someone better for.
Well,
who's this Daniel Radcliffe guy? Just pull him off the street.
Well, like as a
just like, hey, hobo.
I was able to distance himself from the Harry Potter persona, and like, you know what? I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna get an ice pick and a hammer, and I'm gonna carve that symbol into his head. He is the chosen one. I like their little banter about being like, just their little back and forth, Chantry and him. Yeah, they're really that's